We've been static for over a week in Scotland, but that hasn't stopped me taking the hire car to Ardrossan and having the opportunity to walk up GOATFELL, the highest peak on Arran. This week's video is dedicated to that endeavour and to all of the people who keep the ferries running all year round. But first, welcome to our channel. I'm Kath, this is Sue. We're enjoying our retirement, travelling with our two dogs Archie and Fudge, whilst living full-time in our motorhome. Recently, Sue competed in the Great North Run, whilst I've been making the most of rivers for swims and hills for walks. So why not come and join us? Well, good morning. Now I'm having to whisper because it's early in the morning and I don't want to wake anybody up. But I'm getting ready for my solo adventure, where I'm going to go over to Arran and Fudge and I are going to walk up GOATFELL. So I'm packing my bag. Rucksack, hat or gloves, waterproof trousers, a warm kind of down jacket, water bottle, a slippy out seat, keep my bum dry, and just in case, a blanket. Fudge's tracker. I've also got in my bag a compass and a whistle. Not sure if I can use a compass, but I can use a whistle. I've obviously got to put my waterproof jacket in. I'll be carrying water for both me and Fudge. Sue's made some lunch, so I've got a little packed lunch to stick in the bag as well. I should be alright. I mean, it's a well marked path. Weather predictions for today are quite good. I'm really looking forward to this. I've got to get a ferry. Okay, let's go. Well, good morning. A little bit dark now, and that's because it's quite early in the morning and I'm heading off for a solo adventure. I'm going to catch a ferry to the Isle of Arran, and I'm going to walk up, hopefully. I'm going to be walking up GOATFELL, which is the highest peak on the island. I've never done it before. I've no idea how hard it is. There is a main track, and I am definitely, because I'm by myself, going to follow the main track, because I don't really know the area at all. Got my bag packed, got my provisions for the day, I've got Fudge in the boot, and we're all set to go. So I'll see you a bit later on the ferry. So I've got my ticket, I was on standby. The ferry, the 8 o'clock ferry, is a small ferry and there was no room. So back at the car, I have gone back to the ticket office to find out what the chances are of actually me getting the car on at 9:45, which is the next ferry. Unfortunately, that's full too. Now obviously I have got a ticket as a foot passenger at 9:45, but that means I've got an hour and 45 minutes to kill in Ardrossan before the next boat. And then I'm going to have to, my walk will be extended because I need to walk to the start of the GOATFELL, and apparently that's about half an hour. Then there is obviously the walk. I have no idea how long that's going to take me, and then obviously the walk back to the ferry at the end of the day, and I have no idea how long all of that is going to take. What I've also been told is that the night navigation equipment on the ferry is broken, so they're having to cancel some of the night ferries. So I need to make sure that I'm back in daylight or I won't get a ferry at all. It's turning out to be a real adventure. Well, we finally made it to the waiting room and Fudge and I are sitting now. Our ferry is in. Very soon we'll be boarding. So Fudge and I are on board. I think I'm standing at the back of the ship. I don't know what the back of the ship's called. Is it the stern? No, or is that the front? Anyway, I'm at the back of the ship. But if you get this, it's kind of the ship needs to reverse out, and then it might swing round before it gets out of the harbour. And that bit over there, shrouded in cloud, is Arran, and in particular GOATFELL, and that's where I'm headed. And I'm going to swirl around and see if you can see this. I don't know if you can even see this, but over there is what I think is the Ailsa Craig. And when Sue and I had our civil partnership, a long time ago now, I think it was back in 2007. Oh, Sue will kill me for not remembering. It was 2007. We had our civil partnership in Girvan, and we could see the Ailsa Craig from there. And we were actually, as a gift, given a picture of it. So this place has already got lots of memories. Now Sue's not with me because she's helping family today, so for Fudge and I this is a solo expedition. And this is the top deck. You get an absolutely brilliant view from here while we're moving. Heading off to Arran. And it is an incredibly blustery day. Bye, Ardrossan. Well, Fudge and I are in the pet section of the boat, so which is, or the dog section. Pet area, which is definitely a lot less windy than on deck. Little puppy. All being very well behaved. We are getting closer to Arran with every moment. I think we're about 5 or 10 minutes from landing. Looks like he's releasing the anchor. Getting ready with the ropes. Now I don't know for sure, but that big peak up there might be GOATFELL, and that is of course where I'm headed. Imagine you pivot. Next stage is the bus. So this is us at the start of the walk. Sign at the bottom says allow 4 to 5 hours to the summit and back. So fingers crossed we make it back within 4 to 5 hours. That way we'll get the 1755 ferry, and I hope I can also get a bus. Otherwise it's quite a long walk back to the ferry port from the bottom. Well, the start of this walk is very pretty because it skirts through woodland. Pretty soon I'm going to come out onto open fell. So what I'm probably going to do is put the camera away now so I can concentrate on walking and catch you up at the top. Fingers crossed I make it. See you later. So let me give you a bit of an update. So I'm just short of the ridge here, and behind me up there, which keeps going in and out of the clouds, you can see GOATFELL. Now I'm in a bit of a dip here, so the wind isn't too bad, but as I've been going up, a couple of people have been coming down, and And one guy in particular said, well, in fact, one guy and then two guys together both advised me not to go up there today. Apparently once you hit the ridge, which is only, I don't know, maybe 100 metres from where I am now, the wind hits you and it's actually knocking people off their feet. And if anyone's going to get knocked off their feet, it will definitely be me. So I ain't going to get to the top of GOATFELL today. Now it's a long walk back. I'll definitely make the 17:55 ferry, but I don't think I'll make the earlier one, because as I say, it is a long way back. When you come off the fell, you're still about 2 miles from the harbour. Now I may be able to get the bus like I did on the way here, but I don't know for sure. I may have to walk the 2 miles. So yeah, I'll be keeping my fingers crossed for the bus, I think. But preparing for that 2 miles, that's once I've got off here. And it doesn't look too bad, but I can assure you, it's pretty tough walking. So once again, I'm going to put my camera away. Fudge and I are just going to finish off a few bites of lunch to give us a little bit more energy before we head off down and batter our knees. So I'll no doubt see you when I'm back at the ferry. Well, I can honestly say the way down is just as hard as the way up on your kind of knees and your hips and your ankles. Well, on mine anyway. Whereas on the way up, it's just makes you out of breath. But the scenery is spectacular. So I'm just paused for a little snack break. Fudge has had a little snack. In fact, she's had lots of little snacks all the way down, because I think where people drop the odd crisp crumb, she seeks it out and is finding them. Good girl, hey? You're a good girl, aren't you? Hey? You've had lots of treats today, haven't you? Well, we couldn't have timed ending our walk any better. We were literally 2 minutes before the bus arrived. And you cannot imagine what a welcome sight that was. We may even make the early boat, if they can fit us on. We'll no doubt be on standby again. But we've had a thoroughly nice walk, a lovely day. Actually, the sun's out now as well. So look at that sky now. It's gorgeous. And that's where we've been. Still shrouded in cloud. So that's it. Just up there. Again, clouds covering, but that is GOATFELL. Eluded us today, but we'll be back another day to try again. Goodbye, Arran. Thank you for a lovely day. I'm sure we'll be back. Here we are coming back into Ardrossan, into the harbour. Back on the mainland and heading back to the car. What a lovely day.